Okay, what's up? Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Halloween and welcome along. And we are here for an excellent show, but who is with me? Maybe the question at the top of your tongue. So, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello! My name is Erin. I'm an Irish co-caster. Co-casting for the first time with Halloween, so it'll be very exciting.
Oh,
Uh, yes, a bit about me. I played in Heroes Land for a while. I'm in Division 1 this season with my own team, Stand Suspended but Sweet. And I'm a tank main.
there we go, there we go. So, what have we got for the audience today? We have got a series here from Division 7, which is always a very entertaining division. I always find this very exciting, especially for the viewers at home, purely because, I mean, this is a matchup where you find there is a likelihood to be many takedowns. You see, that's the thing that I like about this division is you can go into Division S, you can go into Heroes Hype Premier Series, you can go into in days gone by, the Open Division, and there would be like 2 kills in a whole game. And, Division 7, you can be seeing 60 onwards, and it's like, wow, now we're talking. It's like a Jason Statham action flick. It's brilliant. Anyway, so what I can say, just looking at the map selections at the moment, coin flips went, and let me just try and get this right now. It looks like the first map pick goes to 4 guys, 1 nurse, and the first pick in draft goes to Doctor Who. So the first ban has went for the side of 4 guys, 1 nurse, and they have banned Battlefield of Eternity. So that is out of the mix. We are not going to be seeing that map. We're waiting for. Is there not another map ban that comes from the other team?
Yes, so from what I understand, they're supposed to have 2 map bans each, but at the moment they're a little AFK. We haven't finished the banning process, and in turn we haven't even created the lobby.
Well, they won't be able to do that until we know what map we're on. So
that's true.
so we're just waiting to figure that out. So we've not seen Battlefield of Eternity. That's taken out. I think it's extremely unlikely we're going to see a ban on Infernal Shrines. Just looking at what's available there in front of me, I would say the 2 bans that are most likely are going to be... Well, now, I'm saying this, but then I'm thinking meta and stuff, and all things are off the table. Like, it's total wildcard when it's Division 7. Anything could happen. But if you were talking meta, you would say, well, teams tend to avoid Sky Temple, and they also tend to avoid Alterac Valley and Garden of Terror. So I wouldn't expect to see them. I would expect to see Tomb of the Spider Queen, Cursed Hollow, and Towers of Doom. They're the maps that I see over and over and are the safe maps to be played. But you've seen one of these teams before, I think, have you?
Yes. So 4 guys and 1 nurse they played last season, basically. And funny you did mention that Cursed Hollow comes up. It's one of their most favourite maps, and they picked it last season the most. It's definitely their comfort pick. But another map that was their comfort pick, to counter what you said earlier, was Alterac Pass. They like playing these big maps. Cursed Hollow and Alterac Pass have something very similar, where out-soaking and stalling the objective can get a lot of value early game.
This is for the nurse team. 4
Yes.
4GN 1N. They
4 gins. 4 gins. I see the alcohol.
This is. I've been out. There was like a big kind of clan gathering barbecue today, and I was at that all day. I've been out in the sun all day. My brain has been radiated by rays from the sun, so I need to wind down. But I'm not going to get a chance with all the action that is just in front of us imminently. Also, I have just noticed that it says on screen, and I'm so grateful that the audience didn't bring this up earlier, that it says Halloween and Karis, which is just complete lies. This says Halloween and Eren Yeager, and always did, and nobody will say otherwise. So that's grand. That is grand. At least the caster's command that has just shown up in the Twitch chat the exact same second says your casters today are Eren Yeager. There you go. So I had it right there. It just...
Well, I'm a lot prettier than Karis anyway, so That's always a bonus.
I would say so. I would say so. And you know, that's something else that I have just this second realised as well. I don't have your
my stuff up.
Yeah, your photos haven't appeared. What just happened there? Oh, someone's now following. Oh, thanks for the follow there. Thanks for the follow. Pocahontas Hot's Halloween Pog. Yes, hiya Poca. Nice to see you. Welcome along to the stream. We're doing some regular Heroes Lounge Division action here. And Pocahontas also saying Erin, and you got a PogChamp there as well. So you got the full PogChamp. I only got the Pog, so I would say twice as much respect for you as I'm getting already. So
well, she's obligated. She's in my team this season. Poca is joined SSS. She has conformed.
Is she playing hot support? Yeah.
Yes, she's a support main, and she's playing for our team.
I know her as a support main, so. Of the Avada Kedavra days. Igson is now following. Hey, Igson, by the way, for clicking follow, you've just been awarded 10 points. And so previously, the other person that just followed, whose name I absolutely recognised, by the way, I didn't just miss it. Let me try and find it again. Oh my gosh. Well, whoever it was, and Captain Thunderwalker, who's now following, you've all of you, you're being awarded 10 points. And these points you can use when Erin starts our contests later. You can use them to bet on which team you want to win, and based on how that goes, you might win some more points, and you can use these points to enter some of our giveaways. I'm not sure if we're running a giveaway at the moment, but we certainly do offer a lot of giveaways on this channel. Generally, we give away Battle.net vouchers to give you currency within your client, so you can use it to buy on any of the franchises within the Blizzard universes. Or, alternatively, we've given away games as well. I think we gave away a free copy on Steam of World War III just before, at the start of the Masters Clash. So, yeah, there's lots of hot action there. So you want your points, and you get your points by entering the giveaways, and just by watching. And generally, you get, I think, a point every 2 minutes or something.
Oh, really? Wow, yeah, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, but you wouldn't believe how quickly you go through them. Like, you think
you bet them too much.
I saw there. I don't know if you're familiar with a guy called Kratadel, but
yes, of course.
he rouletted like about 4,000 points and lost them all. And I was like, ouch, that's not so good. That's not so good. So Nick Cetro, thanks for following. That's cool. That's cool. Let's get ourselves back into the action. For those of you that are just joining us, this Division 7 series. It's a best of 3 between these two teams. Free agent team Doctor Who. Previously in Heroes Lounge, they've had like a theme for all the free agent teams, and I think like 2 seasons ago it was all Transformers. So each free agent team that went together was a different Transformer. So there was Optimus Prime and all that. It must be sci-fi series or something this season. I don't know. But anyway, 4G1N, Forgine. I can't think of a good.
Forgin. You can just say Forgin. It's really good. That's like a boy band. That's a really good boy band name.
All right, Forgin. They're not new to the scene. This is their second time. They're back in action. Backstreet's back. All right, and there we go. So let's see how they get on. Do we have a second map ban yet? I don't think we do.
We do not, unfortunately.
I'm happy to pad this out.
Team.
I'm happy to pad. We're on a roll here. This is all grand.
They have not responded. I'll actually comment and just ask them to maybe just start the bans, even if they don't have the players. At least the remaining of the team members can actually, ban maps and get the lobby going.
I'm going to turn you down a little bit, by the way, Erin, because I've just noticed that the peak audio goes like through the roof when you're speaking, and I don't know if it's me or not.
I do have a new nice mic, so
I think I don't know. It sounds okay to me. But maybe the viewers at home are noticing things. So, viewers at home, if there's any requests at all for audio at any time, just let us know. Say, hey, turn that Halloween down, turn Erin up. We want to hear more of her, or vice versa, or in-game audio. Just let us know, because this is the first time I've done lounge stuff for a wee while, so it's possible that things need adjusted. And if they do, just tell me, and we'll get it sorted like as quick as possible. Because there's nothing worse than just sitting kind of dealing with it when it could just be fixed, so I can fix it. Just let me know. I think everything's all set though. I think we're grand.
Yes, and
So
I do see Fat Doctor Who team a member already writing in Match Lounge, so I'm
we're
hoping
getting
to get a
excited.
response.
We're getting
Yes.
excited. Is that what you're telling me? You are, aren't you?
Yes. Game
This is
hype.
good.
Whoop whoop.
We're getting hype. Whoop. That's it. But yes, Erin, I'm like, I almost got rumbled on Twitter yesterday. I don't know if you know about this.
No, I don't. Tell us.
So there
Tell us
was
the boss.
a certain professional player whom I like and have known for many years, and said he was feeling a bit sad. And I thought, oh no, I don't like him being sad because he is absolutely grand. So I said to him, uh, "Oh yeah, the echo. I hear it now. I think it's me coming through your speakers. That's what it is, Erin. Somebody in the audience said, "Oh, I can hear an echo." That's what it is. It's me coming through your speakers.
Are you
Anyway,
sure?
so yeah. It's not a big deal though. I don't think it's a big deal. But this particular player was feeling a little bit bad, and I thought, I'll throw him a bone, and I said a one sentence line on Twitter, something like, "Don't feel too sad. There might be something coming up. No news yet, but stay tuned." Something like that, and I got a lot of like eyes rolling. I don't know, the eye emojis and everything, henning, and like honestly about 20 people liked just my one answer to him in a thread. And I was like, oh no, I considered deleting my sentence because I wasn't ready to give news. But I've been thinking about it over the last 24 hours, and the more I think about it, the more I don't think I care if it kind of accidentally gets leaked or more info gets leaked before I just put the official posts out. But yeah, there could well be an upcoming exciting tournament featuring all. Well, it'll be open. I think because I think what's going to be happening is there'll be a qualifiers. So literally anyone that wants to enter can enter, but it will naturally feed down to the top 8 teams in Europe, and it'll be the fourth in a that see that'll maybe give you the biggest clue. It'll be the fourth event of its series from this channel, run by this channel, and all it was discussed at the after party and at the player summits during the Masters Clash, and they were all quite excited and said they'd be up for more. So they're looking forward to it. By the way, before I go too much into that, I've just this second realised we're now 8 minutes in. So I don't know, Heroes Lounge normally have rules about this sort of thing. If these players are taking any longer, then...
Yes, so I'm keeping track of what's happening at the moment.
Okay.
And what's happening is Fat Doctor Who team had already 2 subs. They already found 2 subs that were going to be playing.
Mm-hmm.
And they have a 5th core member who didn't show up. So by the rules of Heroes Lounge, if I am not mistaken, you cannot have more than 3 subs. You have to have 3 core members always present in every single game. So if their core member does not show up right now, I don't think they can play. It's against the rules.
Well, I think he's got a couple minutes. He's got a few minutes, so we can talk. We can talk whilst we have a moment. What I can do, and this will really annoy him as well. I'm going to do this right. Yeah, is I will bring up. Where are we? It's here. This was the guy in question that I was speaking about. I'm going to bring up his statistics here. Let me see if I can do it. I'm trying to bring this up on stream for our viewers. Wow, it's really struggling. It's normally pretty quick, this. Let me try and bring it. Come on. Is it not going to appear? I'll just talk whilst... Oh yeah, there we go, it's appeared. So this was the player. This is his statistics from all professional games this year, excluding the Masters Clash. Now, Erin, you probably won't be able to see this until the stream delay catches up for you. Yeah, this was his statistics based on all professional games this year played by him, excluding the Masters Clash. And basically, at the Player Summit, I had a dossier of every team and every player, and this particular series of statistics made it to the table in front of the guy. And he was devastated. He was like, are you joking? Are you really actually in front of Hazuobs, in front of Mene, in front of Schwimpy? You're really about to point out that I have a win rate of 27%?
Oh,
I was like, mate, I don't make the rules. Like, this is just this is like your real statistics. And he was like, what? I am so gutted, absolutely devastated. I was like, mate, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. So
I have so many memes to put in for this. I
everybody,
know personally who that is as well, so but it's okay.
he was he was yeah, I can't believe you've done this to me, Halloween. I was like, mate, I don't know, like, so all weekend, you know, everyone was poking fun at him for this. He was like, I'm gonna get this better, I am going to fix this statistic. And then they got kicked out of the tournament, so it didn't get much better. Didn't get much better.
It didn't get much better.
Oh, but he did get to play Falstad, and he did do the age-old routine of barrel roll, gust, steal the boss, and he did do it. So he did
died in the process.
Yeah, he did, yeah, but he died in the process. No, do you know what? They lost the game. They still lost the game, but he did get to pull off that maneuver. So it feels a bit like, you know, you're doing your best, buddy. You're doing your best. Okay, so what are we saying here? That we're just giving them a couple more minutes, and we're going to see what's happening. Is that what we're saying?
Okay, so what's happening is 4G1N have lovely and kindly accepted to take a third sub. They don't care if this breaks the rules. They're like, look, if the enemy team allows it, can we please let it? But the mods are still waiting. This might be actually, and I'm pretty sure this is a hardcore rule.
Yeah, well, I would like to...
I ran into this last season where I have a story to tell why like half my team weren't available for playoffs, but I won't get into it. But the story was like they told me
I won't get into it. Proceeds to tell the story.
No, I won't say it. But we were not allowed to play with 3 subs. It's not allowed, unfortunately.
God damn.
You have to have 3 core members always available in each game, which kind of makes sense. Like, I understand you don't want, you know, a certain team you know, going through the whole season with 3-4 subs in each game. I mean, what kind of team is that?
What kind of team is that?
There is no team.
There's no team. Totally with you.
Exactly.
So what's the story? So what we're saying is this core member needs to show up, and he needs to show up like yesterday. Or else, what's the point in signing up for Heroes Lounge to play with a team and then not play with your team?
I think this is just a general issue with free agent teams that come out.
But this is the first game. Is this not like... You can't even say you fell out with everybody. Like, you know, because believe me, I have seen that happen. Where they say, I've played a few games and I just couldn't deal with that guy. He just shouts down the mic the whole time and we can't play with him. And maybe they don't get...
Stop describing yourself, Halloween.
It's I know. It's horrendous. It's horrendous. But some players, you know, they have personality conflicts or whatever. But you can't even use that as an excuse. This is the first week. Like, come on.
No,
guys.
the other excuse is that when you sign up as a free agent, you sometimes forget that you signed up as a free agent and you don't even know you have a team.
Oh, well, let's hope that's not what we're giving our viewers tonight. Let's hope that's not the case. Let's hope we've got a show to give them.
Oh, we have a response. We have a drum roll.
We have a drum roll.
It's not allowed.
What? Heroes Lounge are saying it's not. We can't do this.
No. However.
Oh, we're getting a however.
They're building. Yeah, they're building
the tension. The tension.
The tension.
Everyone's got rolling eyes.
Everyone's waiting.
Okay.
For the mod to respond.
This
Hold your breath, ladies and gentlemen.
Drum roll. Drum roll. Drum roll. That's my drum. What's your drum sound like?
I was trying to pat my knees, but I don't think you can hear it in the mic. Can you?
Let's hear it. Right. We're getting Erin knee patting. Here we go. Solid. Solid. That was some... Right. Welcome to Halloween Heroes ASMR chat. Right. Here we go. I'll give it some of my knees first, right? Because I'm wearing shorts because I was at a barbecue. This might work better. Hold on.
Oh, that was a lot better.
That's my drum roll. Right. Let's hear yours again. Yes. Here we go.
Mine sounds so flat.
This is gonna happen, right? So, hey Erin, how was your first cast for Halloween? Well, the teams didn't show up, and we just patted our knees for about 20 minutes.
Day, you know.
Wow, that was so cool. That was great. You got a cast for Halloween that just descended into madness. Okay, so if you find someone that would like to be added in your team as an official member, we could do it right now. Oh, that's what they're saying.
Interesting.
That's cool. Okay, but they have to join the team.
Like right now. How As a person who had tryouts for a month and a half, it was not very easy to find a new team member out of the blue.
Well, I mean, if they've got a guy that's wanting to sub right now, then just go for it. Just make him a team member. It's Division 7. Hey ho, you know what I mean?
Hey ho, let's go.
That's it. I'm typing here.
Yeah, I wonder if they'll. Oh yes, they found someone. Hog. I think that's one of the subs already who has agreed to join.
Let me a minute. Well, that's okay then.
So they just need to find a 5th sub.
Okay, Scara X is...
Oh, they found a sub. This is happening, lads.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Halloween. That's Aaron Yeager. We're going to get you a series. It's just taking longer than expected. What we're going to do is we're going to put you on a very short break, okay? So please don't go anywhere. We're just going to do organizational things behind the scenes that should have been done long before this. But we're going to get it sorted and then we will get this series underway. So please just don't go anywhere and we will be right back. I think it's 3 minutes 30 I want to put down here as the break, and then that's it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so we're still on a break, but what's happening is behind the scenes, there's Heroes Lounge moderation trying to sort out the official ruling over whether or not the team Doctor Who are allowed to play against 4Gen, purely because they have substitutes, because certain core members have failed to show up in time. But if they show up right now, we'll put them on and it's fine. But pulling in more substitutes than you have core members is against the rules, so we're trying to get a ruling right now, so whether or not we can just put this show on for you or not. And that's what we're currently trying to sort out, so please bear with us. So we're basically saving you from us rambling senselessly for hours on end. We're just trying to put a break on, get the ruling made, and then we'll get the show. So don't go anywhere, please bear with us. We're trying to get this going. We're running 20 minutes late here, and we're very aware of that. And all we've got so far for you is one map has been banned, Battlefield of Eternity. We're hoping for more. We're hoping to get a game going here. So hopefully in the next. Sorry, Erin, carry on.
That is the end goal. No, to get the bands going and to get a lobby created. I mean,
for sure.
That's what we want.
This is what we want. It's what I want. It's certainly what Erin wants. She said it. So if you want to know what women want, stick here at Halloween Heroes, and we will be right back. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we have some progress.
Yes, we do. Whoop whoop.
This is it. And I have just literally ran, so I'm out of breath. Okay.
You can take a minute to breathe if you'd like.
The next thing that was banned by Doctor Who, and they got rid of Towers of Doom.
That's a really nice map. So sad.
What's the next ban?
4G1N then banned Infernal Shrines, which is one of the maps you said would be enjoyable to watch, or drafted, we'll say.
Basically, Jabroni said that it was impossible to have a European series that didn't include Infernal Shrines.
I mean, why do people pick that map? Anyways.
I think he's onto something there. And then the final ban was Garden of Terror by Doctor Who. So that's...
And we have the map pick as well. 4G1N have the first pick, and they picked Cursed Hollow, one of their top picks from last season, and they've stuck with it.
Okay, so that was picked by 4Gen, you said?
Yes, 4Gen.
Right, okay, so that is where we are going. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got a series. It's happening. Thanks for tuning in. Exciting times. Okay. I'm delighted. I'm delighted.
Excitement!
So we're just waiting for that lobby to go up, and then we're ready to roll.
With 3 new members suddenly appearing out of the blue. This will definitely be an exciting game. It's kind of like a gamble.
Mic off.
It could end up absolutely terrible with no synergy.
Mic
or
on.
it could be like this big click for them, like a spark.
Exactly that. Exactly that. I always think that it could be very exciting. When you're in Division 7, as I stated to our viewers earlier, all bets are off. I mean, it could go in any direction, absolutely any direction. There can be kills a mole. There can be a lot of kind of unexpected team composition and things going deeply against the meta, but then it can become very worthwhile. We can see Gazlo, which you don't get many other places, which is often very exciting.
Yeah, I actually checked out for Guys One Nurse, and they played last season. Like their comfort picks were Anub, Jaina, Malf, like very, very meta heroes. I would have loved to see a little bit more spice, if that makes sense. Something a little bit more off meta.
I'm just going to quickly tell them what's happening here. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. Cool. Erin, are you in? You're not in the game.
No, I'm not in the lobby because it wasn't posted into Heroes Lounge.
I'm clicking invite for you.
Boom, boom, boom.
That's what it is. There we go. Okay, we're all here.
Okay.
One of the subs is a Grandmaster. Is that the case? Is being asked by Captain Thunderwalker from the chat. First of all, welcome along. I don't know. I would argue that that's probably not the case, and especially with the fact that some of our admins and moderators from within the community at Heroes Lounge checked these things and then gave an official ruling. So if there is a Grandmaster here and we're about to witness an absolute Grand Slam, then it's their own fault because it should have been checked. So we shall see what happens there. Alright, so any moment now we will start the draft and we'll get the show on the road. So oosh, oosh. Can't wait. Let's go.
Let's go. And I double checked. The teams are on the correct side. So this should work out just perfectly for us.
Brilliant. Here we go. Welcome.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween, and with me is Erin Jaeger. Say hello.
Bonjour, everyone.
And together we are your casting duo as we take you into game number 1 of the best of 3 series here in Division 7. Erin, would you like to start the contest?
Oh, yes. Nice reminder after all of this.
It's okay.
All these shenanigans.
This is not my first rodeo. Right, now Erin has pulled the trigger. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think the team in blue on the left, our free agent team, who have struggled through hell and high water to get a roster together, are going to win game number 1 and come out swinging, then you want to type now into the chat, !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet. However, if you think our competitors, the returning team from their second season, 4 Guys One Nurse, are going to win game number 1, then you type !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. If you don't know how many points you've got, type !points. And there we go. I think that's all we need to know. If you want some points, you can click the follow link somewhere, whatever it is on the page, and you'll be awarded 10 points. Right, Erin, what's happening in the draft?
Alright, so Fat Doctor Who has banned Kael'thas and Abathur. I completely understand the Kael'thas ban because this is one of the heroes that was drafted a lot last season by Four Guys One Nurse. The Dahaka ban going on the side of Four Guys One Nurse. This is a very good Dahaka map. And Abathur is a nasty hero on a big map. He can body soak while you poke the objective. And we see a first pick ETC with the ban of Diablo from Four Guys One Nurse. This is pretty, other than the Kael'thas ban, this is what I would expect from any higher level play.
So, I mean, yeah, this all looks traditionally quite good for the normal kind of meta that you would see. Johnny Wallbanger, the Lord of Terror, the Earl of Sandwich, as Karis calls him. I don't know why he calls him that, but yeah, the Earl of Sandwich being banned out. There's a lot of terrain, and his Shadow Charge gets a lot of value. I like that a lot. Now, what I didn't expect to see is them prioritise... Hang on, let me move that out of the way. I don't know why that was there. Prioritising Malfurion and Raynor. That's first pick Malfurion.
First pick Malfurion is okay. I definitely think it's okay. Yeah. After the movement speed changes, Anna is a very difficult support to get value out of. And Tyrande, by pure stats, by pure numbers, she doesn't have nice healing numbers. So I'm guessing they didn't want... anything with that. A noob being picked up. This is an ETC offlane. Where is Karis when you need him? He'd be screaming at the top of his lungs, at the top of the roof, that this is like the best hero for offlane.
You think what ETC as what on the side of Doctor Who? You think ETC is the offlane here?
Yes, definitely. Well, I mean, Anub is a very weak offlane in comparison to ETC, and ETC is being drafted as an offlane in the professional scene in Division S, for example.
He absolutely is. We saw ETC played as a solo laner in the Masters Clash, I think 3 times, and he was literally unkillable. There wasn't one... In fact, I mean, Karis said it, just like I did there. He goes, ETC in solo lane is literally unkillable. And I said, Karis, that's big claims. I said, you're saying this on camera in front of thousands. Are you sure you want to say that? And right enough, Copenhagen playing him a couple of times, 0 deaths. And I was like, wow, okay.
Karis claims to have invented ETC offlane before it was taken by GG and washed up, of course. So.
That's very Karis to say such a thing. But he wasn't wrong, that it was a powerful thing indeed. And that's what we're seeing here. Speaking of powerful things indeed, Joanna, she's always been... an attractive lady with the best undercut in the game, but also
yes, girl.
She's very powerful in Heroes Lounge meta. I always see her a lot of.
My days, this is like top tier drafting.
This is good. This is unexpected for Division 7, so we'll see how this comes out. There we go, and there's the Division 7 we're looking for.
There we go.
Beep boop.
Some spice coming out. Probrius on the side of Four Guys One Nurse.
Okay,
Can I ask who the nurse is? I mean, that is very enticing.
The Malfurion at the moment, I would say. Right, we've only got a couple of seconds to decide whose draft do you prefer and why, Erin.
Ooh, I'm gonna have to say Doctor Who because ETC offlane wins games.
I agree. I think I'm not going to disagree. I think that out of this at the moment, Doctor Who's looking quite strong. So we shall see how that goes in practice as the game unfolds. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have a few minutes at home to make your own decision. Remember, it's !bet space A, space the amount of points you want to bet for Doctor Who, and it's !bet space B, space the amount of points you want to bet for the red team, Forgin, the boy band that is returning. So there you go, and for those tuning in, this is the bands. We're not going to see any of those maps, and our first map is Cursed Hollow. Raynor is the nurse, I'm being told. Nachtkind. I'm assuming this is a German team. For Germany.
Maybe just one German player, perhaps, at least.
At least one. At least one. Maybe Pocahontas would know. She can give us more info. Poca, tell us what's happening. The rest are douchebags, is what some people are saying. That's maybe a little harsh. We'll see how they play.
Okay, so first game, Fat Doctor Who versus Four Guys One Nurse, and this will be the first game of 3 games. Well, we'll see if we get to 3 games. It'll be exciting if it does.
For sure. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween. This is game number 1 And on the right, I just realised that I'm using the wrong interface. I'll have to change that for the next game. But yeah, on the right, it's 4 guys, 1 nurse, and we have Holy Shock playing Probius, Ice on Malfurion, Warraider playing Johanna, Nachtkind on Raynor, and spinning there, oh my gosh, it's Leoric anyway, that's what I was going to say. Erin.
And the blue team is Fact Doctor Who. We have Scara X playing ETC, Brightmane playing Anduin, Perrotine on Lei Ming, Evil Croco on Falstad, and Magnus on Anubarak.
There we go, and that is our teams. Now, as I say, this is deeply annoying that I'm in the wrong interface, so I'm going to see if I can... I don't think I can change this.
You're going to have to even restart Heroes of the Storm.
Oh.
I know, it's a nuisance. But we have a couple of minutes, no worries.
Yeah, I'll do it another time. So, this is the talents, which are way too big. Power Hungry Ming. Nothing else looking surprising. It's Bribe on Falstad. That'll get huge value. Depending how he plays it, it'll be very interesting. Bold Strategy. Now, Bold Strategy on Anduin. I saw that the pro players don't do that. Like Hot Slogs and like the average player does take Bold Strategy, but the pro players don't do that. But hey,
I saw that too.
You still get value. You still get that gives you guaranteed value. So depending how you play him, there is no wrong choice. And this is going to be the least exciting lane ever, ETC versus Leoric.
The unkillable ETC and the basically Leoric is unkillable as well. Like, you do not waste your time ganking Leoric, because even if you do get the kill on him, I mean, like, he's just going to be up in 4 seconds. Like,
he sure is. He sure is. So both teams simultaneously going off to get their siege camp, which is good stuff. Good stuff. I think the lane which might decide this in the early game is going to be the bottom lane here. I think Falstad versus Probius, but I don't know who the victor is really. I have no idea.
I guess Probius is, but Probius is getting a good bit of stacks on his gather minerals talent level 1. So basically his little pylon that shoots the little turret, I guess you could call it. He needs to hit minions, not minions even, sorry. He needs to hit heroes with it to get a couple of stacks going. So if Falstad keeps giving him those 3 stacks,
so
might be a beast.
Is that his game plan? Put all his damage into the photon cannon and then see. Oh, look at that!
He's going full. He's going full photon cannon build.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. I don't think that's usually... Now, bear in mind, you don't usually draft Probius in general, ladies and gentlemen. But that's usually not the build, if I'm not mistaken.
A nice little taunt from Scarex there as he backs off, avoiding the fact that the entire enemy team is up here. So good play there.
Yes, the red team rotated very early. Nice rotation. Falstad gets free clear of the bot camp because of how early it was taken, so they could.
The thing is, though, they've set up quite well. Probius is going to be an absolute pain with all these cannons and his zoning effect. He's gonna be a real threat there.
Oh my goodness, that was a really good night route there. Oh, but the ETC with the power slide on the Raynor was so good there, but there was just not sufficient enough follow-up. Johanna is being shredded. Oh my god, the unkillable tank is being shredded left or right. She goes back in, and the Anubarak is rooted, saved by Anduin by his trait. Good job.
Absolutely. This is where the value of Probius is going to come out. They're trying to engage. They've now put out enough sustained damage that they're reminding them that they're a real threat if they're not immediately deleted. And they get it. Tribute number 1 falling in favour of 4 guys, 1 nurse.
That was a really close fight. Like, both teams were quite low, but just neither went down. It looked very scary for the tanks, actually.
Now this is looking bad for us as the casters, because we promised a lot of takedowns. That's the first tribute. We're 4 minutes in, no death. Hey, what's happening here? Welcome to Division 7.
Oh, you might have spoken too soon. Leoric is popping pretty low as Anubarak had engaged on him, but he does get away safely.
Incredible Inept pointing out in the audience there that apparently for gather minerals he doesn't have to hit heroes, he just has to collect minerals dropped by minions like butcher's meat.
Oh yes. I do.
I'm coughing to death here, by the way, so I can only apologise to our viewers. to society as a whole, and to my lungs themselves.
Your poor lungs. Now, this is going to be on the side of Fat Doctor Who, which is very good because they did lose the tribute in the last game. They get into position earlier this time and get a free channel, I guess. But the other call they could make is keep ETC top lane and just get that soak.
So, what I'm seeing here is the Treants broccoli build for Malfurion, adding to more damage. Holy Shock taking a lot of damage there, but his capacitors will heal him up if he gets a pylon down. Periton capping. He's interrupted by the shield glare from Johanna.
Huge zoning by Anuban ETC. Absolutely well done. They just zoned off that whole team, and Probius was not able to set up a little bit more offensively. That was really well played by Fat Doctor Who.
Yeah, I think they've got a better macro as well, because I mean that mid fort has taken a reasonable amount of damage, and that all came from the timing of that bruiser camp that they picked up.
Can we all just appreciate ETC's level 4? Where's Karis when you need him? He would be absolutely raving.
He would be raving that speed metal's been picked up.
Yes, he thinks it's the most amazing talent and doesn't take the extended knockback like a normal ETC player.
Yeah, loudspeakers all the way. No, the thing is though, the best talent in the game is also there, and it's Crowd Surfer. So we've got to remember that that's absolutely impressive. It's in no way terrible, and in no way has ever caught an ETC accidentally going over the gate. So
get a mad mosh out as well. This is the third tribute, and it's not a death threat to the team, so they don't have to fight if they wish to. But a huge power slide on the Probius. ETC trying to do work, and a Nubarak dives in as well. The backline is zoned off so well this fight. Oh my days.
It's going quite well. Holy Shock waiting for that opportunity to detonate, which he does. Leoric falling very low, but he manages to Wraithwalk to safety. Both teams rallying. They're getting into position to get a bit more. Oh my gosh! Nobody told Scarax he's diving in.
The red team has so much zoning because of the Probius circles. There's the Malfurion roots. There's so much zoning on the red side. But Leoric is popping so low, and if Ming gets reset, this is going to be Reset City. But she does not.
It's not a real place. It doesn't exist. They didn't see a signpost directing them there because Holy Shock is in the backline. He's about to cap it. Oh my ham! I can't believe he just picked that up as he took an orb to the chin as if he was Robocop. Wow.
That was very close, very close.
So we're 7 minutes in, and it's not like they're not team fighting. It's not like they're not team fighting. There's a lot of team fighting happening here, but no one's died.
What the hell is going on?
This is not Heroes of the Storm. This is something else altogether. You're no longer watching Division 7, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams getting heroic abilities at the same time. We're seeing Forjin pick up, and I'm unfamiliar with it. Oh yeah, Pylon Overcharge, of course. Twilight Dream, the bunker, the Entomb. I was going to call it the bunker. Sorry, Hyperion.
Wrong hero.
Blessed Shield, and Erin. What's happening on the other side? What have they picked?
We have Stage Dive, as we expect from the offlane ETC. We have Anduin's ultimate, Holy Ward, which is the Protect ultimate, Hinterlands Blast, Cocoon, and Wave of Force.
So I think everything's pretty standard for every hero bar Falstad. He should have taken the first.
Big stage dive into the back. Oh my goodness, Ice is popping so low, and the Falstad Blast just burst the Malfurion. Oh my days, that was a great engage and a great protect by Anduin.
That's a pretty severe protect there. Is Leoric going to make it out? He does, by the skin of his... In fact, he doesn't even have skin, so by the bone of his legs, he makes it out.
He makes it out. Oh, that could have been very scary for Ming. As Ming, that's the scariest thing about having a Ming on your team. You could be doing so well, but if one person dies, it's just...
Reset. You find the sign directing you to Reset City, and you know suddenly how to get there. Yeah, I mean... The thing is, did Malfurion get his Twilight Dream off there? I couldn't see. He died pretty quickly.
I don't think so.
I mean,
he got CC'd pretty heavily. Like, there was a power slide, there was a knockback into the blast. It was very well played. I would never imagine that Fat Doctor Who just has 3 new members suddenly on their team.
Do you know, the thing I was going to say was, I mean, Falstad, I had just that moment spent a bit of time saying, you know, he's taken the wrong ult. Gust is the way to go. Why would you take Hinterland? And then he sets up a kill beautifully with his Hinterland. Looks like are they going to just take the curse here?
It could be. ETC and Fosta doing a huge amount of work, but the Malfurion went in to try and interrupt, and he is going to be punished for it. He gets bursted down.
He didn't get his Twilight Dream off again, and that's what I'm talking about.
Crater.
He needs to get it off. Poor Crater.
Poor Crater.
I love it.
Oh yeah, that's an Irish thing. I keep forgetting. I'll be careful of that.
No. Poor Crater's okay. We would use it here as well, I think.
Okay.
Not
Celtic thing. There we go.
I think that's better. Yes.
This is very bad for the red team, because the blue team is just going to get, I'm pretty sure they're going to get 2 forts at least for this, the top and the mid. They could even be getting a keep wall here. This is a very punishing first curse for the red team.
Yeah, this is devastating. There appears to be a gap widening between the skill level of these two teams. That being said, by no means are 4G, 1G, 4G, 1N, 4G, whatever letter, they're not putting in a bad show here, because, you know, up until huge Entomb. The Entomb's out. In comes a Condemn from Joara. The Protect comes down, and that's when you wanted your Condemn.
Wow.
You needed to pull them out. That being said, if you use the Blessed Shield there, that would have had huge effect as well.
If the Johanna wants to spam her W and like not save it, there's a good level 4 talent that I take, and everyone argues with me. Yes, don't argue with me. I have a 70% win rate, Johanna, ladies and gentlemen.
Talk to me.
Is the I forget what it's called, but it's a reduction cooldown. So if you hit multiple heroes, you reduce your cooldown on your W, so you can just keep spamming it in team fights. And as I'm speaking, poor Raynor is getting annihilated in the bottom lane.
I just identified it to the audience by going Nachtkind, by the way. That's all I needed to say. That's all I needed to say. And with that, the boss is coming. But the boy band themselves up north saw that as well, and they've started. So they're going to get them at the same time. So that's the only relief, the best news out of a bad situation. I don't know. I'm getting all my metaphors wrong.
It'll be interesting to see how both teams respond. So both took the boss pretty much on time. What are you going to do? Are both teams just going to defend and play safe, or is one team going to push and try to make a play? But it looks like both teams are just playing safe. They're making the safe call, and they're both defending the boss, so it doesn't get even a fort out of it.
Well, the thing is, normally in this situation, when you're starting to fall behind on Cursed Hollow, there's normally quite a divide in levels, and there isn't here, and that's kind of that. And the reason that is because of how well 4 Guys 1 Nurse are actually playing. Because to be still in it this much at this level, you have to be playing better than your opposition. So, arguably, positive notes can be taken from this for the red team, although they are falling structurally behind here significantly. They're going to need to change things up. If they win the next tribute, they get a curse, and they could conceivably take all 3 forts and even the game right up here. So let's just see how that goes. Their way of doing that is picking a fight before 16 though, and getting a pick. And I don't think they're going to be able to get Skarax in top lane, because he can stage dive right out of there.
There's another thing that they could do. They could just let this go. This isn't curse. There's nothing they need to worry about. Let it go and get 16 safely, and then pick a fight on the next curse. Next curse, the blue team will not have 20, but both teams will have 16. It'll be a fair fight, great value, and see how they get on. But getting a pick is really the way for them right now, the red team. If they just get a pick of someone rotating, someone being a little bit silly like that ETC, who did get pulled back, but they didn't commit throwing him up there.
They did not commit. So for the more astute view, hang on, I was about to talk about astute viewers here, but we don't have time as we move into this fight. They're fighting 15 into 16. This is devastating. Johanna taking a lot.
My days, and a huge Twilight Dream, but Malfurion hits 4 heroes, and the Falstad is going to go down with the Leoric and Doom punishing him. Oh my days, this is a chase to the death. That Ming is running away with 100 HP.
That was unbelievable. I started saying it. I was already giving them the reason as to why they were losing this. I said they're fighting 15 into 16. There was no way they were getting that tribute, but ladies and gentlemen, they just cleaned up house. What? Didn't expect it. That's great. Wow. Well done to 4 Guys 1 Nurse for coming back into this game a little bit. Red team. And yeah, it's going exciting. Was there anything unusual at level 16 there for the talents, by the way?
Well, I wasn't going to say silence. I think that was the one fight where Malfurion managed to get a silence off, and it worked wonders. That was well played by Malfurion. He got a 4-man silence, and just the damage, the raw damage output out of it was insane. Anduin couldn't get a result.
Something has to be said to Andre as well for getting that Entomb. In comes the stage dive, but it's too late! Devastation Station. Here we go. I wouldn't be surprised if he activates the overcharge here. And there he does. In comes the pylon overcharge.
Oof. Big oof.
Oof, oof, big oof. You heard it here first, folks. And they are now diving for the fort. Root coming in, Treant value. Magnus being held back. He no longer has his burrow, but he does have his bed of barbs. Hyperion being deployed as a zoning tool. So this is what I was talking about. Look, here you go.
Yeah,
They've got all three. They've got all three forts and they've evened up this game. This is now anybody's game. Once again. Oh wait, they're not rotating up. They're going for extra value by taking the camp. Evil Croco has just identified that and told his team, hey guys, take
look what's here.
So I've got a moment of breathing space. I can talk about this. That ice that's playing Malfurion isn't the ice that we know and love up in the Master Divisions. It's a different one. It's a different ice. There's also another gentleman called Transparent that normally associates with ice. And I don't know if you know Transparent, but he sounds a lot like Joe Lycett. And it's unbelievable, the comparisons between those two guys.
Radio. We see the red team backing out, not committing to getting a keep or anything, rather getting camps. The bosses are up in 20 seconds, so this could be a very big moment for either team if they, for example, commit to taking their own boss or ganking a boss. We see Falstad possibly going top lane or scouting the enemy team's boss in a second as well, but it could be also a gank opportunity for the red team as well.
Yeah, I'm just thinking the second. Periton that's dancing around there is Lei Ming. I'm sure I have casted Periton before. I'm sure I know this person. I'm just trying to think from where. Is he one of the subs that's came in today?
Periton does not sound... Yes, I believe that is a sub, yes.
I'm sure I know Periton. Like, I think I've casted Periton before.
Give your tongue.
It's on the tip of my tongue. Both teams taking bosses as predicted, like you said. One a little faster than the other, but I don't think it's fast enough, so they're not going to be able to come down and steal this or anything. And even if they did, Falstad's got Gust. Oh wait, no he doesn't, so...
Falstad does not have Gust, but you do have ETC. Oh, never mind, he didn't take the extended knockback.
There we go, so both teams not having that.
Not a whole lot of zoning tools available, unfortunately. But it's okay. There is no big boss plays happening here. Both teams deciding just to defend. I would have really liked to see the red team committing to getting a keep top lane.
Yeah.
The boss down bot is only going to get a fort. It's not going to get a keep. They could have committed to getting a keep, I think, and taking a fight and possibly even winning the game quite early.
Well, there you go. These are the facts. Oh my gosh, War Raider saying to his team, let's get in there, let's get in there. And he makes it! He makes it! Oh, this is the biggest play of the game thus far. And he uses Blessed Shield to hold that Falstad in a position. He gets away by the skin of his teeth or the tip of his feather. And he doesn't. He goes down. They literally deployed
his feather
everything.
Got caught.
That was it. It was dipped in the inkwell and he wrote his Dear John letter. That was it.
Oh, and the silence in 2-man ATC. He's being put. Oh! Almost saving him. Almost.
Brightmane just pulled a corpse into his laps. That was all that happened there. As they now invade.
Had a funeral.
There was a funeral. That was it. He just had a grave prepared, threw him straight in.
Oh, my days. This is a possibly game opportunity for the red team if they decide to commit to it, but instead decide to play safe. And I respect that decision.
Poor
Here
creator.
Is what I tell you why. Because
I
why. See this boss mistake so often, even in the higher divisions. This happens a lot when they make a boss call. And how often have you seen like core down to 10% and they lose?
Yes.
That happens way too often. And here's the mistake you make: you shouldn't make a boss call if the DPS is still alive, especially if it's Ming. If she gets a reset, like, there's just no way that the red team is going to win. So I respect that call, playing safe, not committing to a core call there, and instead possibly getting for another curse, getting camps, just putting more map pressure.
So that's level 20. Storm talents now available for both teams. So we're seeing the 20s coming in. Tal Rasha's elements there. We've got Rewind Death Metal on ETC. Now that's going to be value, because that effectively gives them the mosh that they don't have at the moment. And indestructible for Johanna, which is Peng, as you would say. I think that's what you said at the start of this cast. You says, "Hey, I'm a 75% win rate. Johanna, Peng." That's how I heard it. Anyway, I think the defining feature of the Storm talents, though, is Buried Alive. So we'll see how that goes. Although at this point, he's only ever caught one person, you know?
Death Metal, though.
Death Metal's going to be huge.
Oh, nice save by Anduin, and he uses his ultimate. The blast there to blow up to Johanna, but she doesn't die. However, the power slide in the noob engage there was so good. The silence. But Death Metal!
You called it. You called it. You said it was going to come in, it was going to get value, and it sure did. I think this fight could have easily went another way. Oh, holy shock, you're about to die because the reset city is real. Ice, are you going to get out?
Not to commit to it, and instead chases the Rainer, commits to the kill. Ice is just being chased down, but they get away. Probius and Malfurion get away. The core is in danger for the blue team. They're going to have to defend, but they do get the second tribute. They will have Curse next game, or next tribute if they get it.
This is interesting because I mean, I think, you know, for all our viewers at home and everything, it was looking like an open and shut, clear-cut case for Fat Doctor Who at the beginning of this game. You thought, I mean, you even made a joke at the beginning. You said, who are the substitutes that they've pulled into their team, because this is now unfair. But it's now went back and forth so many times that it's a very, very exciting close game.
Very close game, and quite nicely executed. I mean, a lot of I think I've seen this quite often in lower divisions, where they don't draft enough CC. But what the blue team has committed was for ETC and Anubrak, like one of the two most CC heavy tanks in the game. I really like this draft that they've picked out. It's very good, in my opinion.
In your opinion, very good. There we go. So I think both teams don't want to fight, but they're going to be forced to fight before the bosses are up. So let's see how this goes. The advantage for setting up early is in favour of Doctor Who. So let's see. Holy shock, don't boost check. You did, you boost checked, you failed. Hot 101. Buried alive though. Yeah, but they can't detonate all that explosions that are sitting there with Probius, because they don't have Probius to do it. He face checked. You know, when they watch this back on replay, they're going to be like, why did you do it? Why? So War Raider trying to get things done. He's waiting for Rainer to come out to deploy that blessed shield.
Ooh, the big boop to save himself. Does Rainer get away with the skin of his teeth? And Nubarak just is not having it. He wants blood, and instead they go for Leoric, and Andre falls.
I'd like to point out this is 2-1, so a curse is going to come once Falstad picks that Healy boy up, which he does now, and that is now going to be very difficult to defend. This game was looking within, I mean, you know, you said you respected their decision not to end when they had a 5-to-2 ratio. You respected their decision not to end. It's looking difficult now.
It is, but the good news is that they do have Rainer alive. They have the DPS alive. They can make a little bit of a play, a bit of a setup, but not unless Ice dies here with a heavy CC being focused on him, and Falstad is just using everything he possibly can to kill him. But I think Ice gets away, and ETC falls, but the death metal is there.
Their core is starting to take damage. Evil Croco falling down. He falls. Now they've got another option here. Are they going to get this second kill? They do. Looking for 3. Anubarak trying to burrow himself to safety. He's got nothing left. In comes Treant, surely. Oh my ham.
Got nothing left.
Got milk is what they're saying, because he just got rinsed. By the way, bottom keep about to fall. Absolutely devastated here. They are also taking damage from a catapult mid lane. Rainer's gone back. Yes, thank God Rainer went back, because I actually think they would have lost the game right here. They wouldn't win the race if they didn't send Rainer back. Okay, so Rainer's now going to defend bottom. Forjin are now closing this game out.
Yes, this could be GG. My only wary thing is that it's not Rainer on the core, but Probius. Does Probius even do damage? Oh my goodness!
Probius does not do damage from beyond the grave. That's 80% and falling. The Warraid are taking near lethal damage, and I don't know if he's still got indestructible. The rest of the team have now resurrected. They have taken too long. They cannot finish. your days. And
there's just too many days of the week for this.
There isn't enough days for how this is. I don't even know. A route to try and zone them out. Skarax looking for
how many core calls have there happened already? Just keep track for me, alright? This is the third one, right?
This will now be the third core call. Joanna trying to sacrifice herself to make space for the team. Leoric still not back. 20 seconds until Probius can come join this fight. But the entire enemy opposing team closing in on core, which has good shields but only 40% health.
Yes, I mean, this could...
That's how you use Condemn. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you use Condemn.
This could be another...
ETC's down. The silence coming out from Malfurion was peng. Okay, he's back up. Probius now back up. Core down to 40% and falling. Now 36% falling. Buried alive coming out on Anduin. They get him. Magnus now going to go. I think he's still got Burrow. No, he doesn't. He's now down. We're now going for the fourth core call.
Oh my days.
There's another day in the week.
Fantastic. Oh my god. They're going... I'm surely they're going to go for core. But like I said...
This team might just go for a tribute because it would get them more experience and they need to level up their characters.
Yes, they have talents to pick, of course.
Oh, Probius, what are you doing? Probius! Don't go against a Ming with resets. What you talk about, fool? Oh.
If she hurts back and she kick... Oh my god.
Probius.
What is going
Why
on?
are you... Right, this is the same Probius that was checking bushes with his face. This is the same Probius that did that. Incredible Inept saying in the chat there that this game has a lot of skin in this. No, a lot of teeth skin in this game. I'm not sure what his comment is directed exclusively at, but a lot of people have gotten away by the skin of their teeth, if that's what he's meaning.
Oh, but the Rainer's gonna fall, and he is the core DPS, but it will fall because the percentage is just quite low.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is GG. Oh my.
Oh wow, what a game. That was a very good first game.
That was
exhausting
epic.
To cast as well, though.
Epic. So, I mean, I did say this. There would be more than 6 deaths in the game. There you go. It was. It took more than 10 minutes to get a takedown, but then when it did happen, here we go. We've got 29 takedowns in the game. Throw, counter throw, counter throw. There we go. So it is now 4th call to take the core, and 4 guys and 1 nurse managed to take game number 1. Looking at the statistics there. The ETC solo lane was the most deaths in the game. I would never ever have predicted that. Not in a month of
power slide very confidently in all the team fights.
He power slided more confidently than Probius wanted to check bushes with his face. That was, do you know, biggest assassin though, Probius. There you go, 6 takedowns to the 3 deaths. And just for the completionists out there, that's a look at the talents that they went for. So, Chizo, that was something. Malfurion took a fair bit of the game before he got to the stage of being able to deploy it, properly. So, are you able to issue points to our viewers at home now, by the way? For
I picked the winner. Does it automatically happen?
Yes.
Okay.
If you've picked the winner, now you can prepare for the second contest. But before I do that, do I need to... I think I need to... Yes, I will do that very, very quickly. And I also need to pick the winner there. So I will pick the winner. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, where are we going next? That is the big question. And the way that that's worked out is advantage goes to the losers of that game, which in this case is Doctor Who. And they are now offered the choice of first pick in the draft or map choice. And Erin, what have they chosen?
They've decided to go with first pick. It is a solid strat, especially if you've banned out the maps that you despise, we'll say, or are uncomfortable with, and you're pretty okay in all maps. First pick is definitely the shout. And they want to do that again. That's what they had last time. So we'll see where 4 guys and 1 nurse take us.
So they now get the choice of the map. So, yeah, that's the next choice. So we're just waiting for them to deliberate, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like War Radar is made his decision. And there we go. Where are we going then, Erin?
We are going to Volskaya Foundry. I actually like that map.
I love this map. I love this map. It's a map that has evolved over time.
I agree.
Because when it first came out, it was a map that could sometimes go for 40 minutes. Like, it was mental. People that were clearly winning all throughout the game would then go on to lose because they couldn't close out the map. They couldn't push the core properly. And that was devastating. And the developers worked quite hard on it, and they made a lot of changes, and I now feel it's in a good place.
Yeah, it's also coming back in rotation. It was taken out of rotation last season in the Battlegrounds in Storm League, and with the new season starting in less than a week now, it's coming back with Alterac Pass. So that's some very exciting news.
When I was speaking with the pro players, they were often first picking it. Like, it was very popular.
It favors a certain comp, and I'll describe the certain comp. So because the bases, the forts are so close to the channeling point, what it does favor is poke comps. I don't know if you understand, like, viewers understand what that means. It means picking the tankiest possible tank and picking a healer that will just have the prettiest numbers, will just heal and heal and heal. Sure. And picking as much range as possible that will do damage. So things like Hanzo, Junkrat, Chromie, those heroes are the ones that shine on this map. So
they are the shiniest
that's what it
heroes.
Favors.
That's what you're saying.
Yes. So Chromie is something that's not picked very often, but she is drafted quite often on this map. I'm gonna like, you can argue with me, but I think this is her best map.
This is Chromie's best map? She does get a lot of value here, and I like Chromie a lot. I didn't see much, if at all, any Chromie at the Masters Clash recently, and I'm trying to think back to the Heroes Hype Premier Series playoffs. I think
it was Hanzo and Junkrat mostly drafted, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Hammer.
You always see... Yes! So, no, Hammer was something that came out in Masters Clash, but got absolutely destroyed by Wind and Rain. Hazu Obs was playing Hammer, and I think Hazu Obs got to play Hammer again in the Heroes Hype Premier playoffs as well. So, yeah, we did see Hammer. Hammer is a thing, but it can be punished easily. So it really depends when you whip it out against your opponent, because they can counter it hard. But
Chromie being one of those heroes.
For sure, I love Chromie, and I'm glad that you're advocating her. Like, I think it's cool.
I love her.
I think it's cool.
She's the only mage I can play, but you know.
Okay, so our teams are just asking for a quick 2-minute break because, let's be honest, they've not already had a 25-minute late start time. But okay, we will give them 2 minutes, and then we will get game number 2 underway. So be right back. Okay, we're unmuted and we're coming back. Let's see if we're ready to roll. Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers for giving us that short break. We are imminently about to start the next game in this series, and you've also just reminded me. Here we go. Okay, no, we don't even have time to do that. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. It's game number 2 here in the series. Erin, would you like to fill for just a moment?
Yes, of course. So we did see the first game with Cursed Hollow being picked up. It was first pick by Four Guys One Nurse. So Fat Doctor Who had the first pick, and we saw that it favoured Four Guys One Nurse. That big map, they were able to play the macro very well, and the team fights, especially towards the end, got a lot of value. But it was a very close game with 4 core calls. But now we are taken to Volskaya Foundry. Fat Doctor Who decided to go for first pick again, which means they have first ban.
Okay. Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, you have a contest which Erin has just started, and if you think that the team in the left, on blue, are going to win this game and take us to game number 3 and fight their way back into the series, then you want to type !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet. If, however, you think our team on the right, Four Guys One Nurse, are going to close out the series here and win on a clean sheet, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. Don't know how many points you got? Then type !points. And if you want some points immediately and you don't have any, then click follow in the corner and you'll instantly be awarded some, which you can then use. What can I do with these points? You can use these points to buy tickets in our giveaways, and you can then win real stuff, real intrinsic value. You can get prizes off the back of it, so it's worth collecting these for sure. Okay, what are we seeing in the draft, Erin?
We are seeing Urel and Malfurion ban. Now, this Malfurion is a respect ban to Ice for that last game. That got some amazing Twilight Dreams off, some amazing zoning routes, and Fat Doctor Who are just like, we don't want to deal with that anymore. Nah. Ooh, and the Anubarak respect ban in response coming from Four Guys One Nurse. The amount of CC and control the Anubarak had last game was immense, so I completely respect that. Kiltas being picked up first.
Yeah, so Piriton, now I haven't worked this out yet, but I do recognise that name, and I've definitely cast this person before, and it's good to see them back. But anyway, them getting Kiltas could be very, very powerful, because you are fighting around a control point where people tend to bunch up, cluster together, and of course Living Bomb gets a lot of value there. What gets greater value when people get close together is Kel'Thuzad, and of course his Shadow Fissure, which gets incredible value. So that could be very powerful there.
You never know what could happen.
Now
Something else could be taken.
I think it's unlikely, but I would like to see it. I am a fan of the alternative talent choices. Jabroni and I used to cross our fingers and always hope and dream for Reign of Vengeance getting picked up by Gul'dan, and it never happened. Then they buffed it, and it's now viable, and people start taking it. You still don't really see enough of it, but it's very funny. Okay, so ETC, that's likely going to be main tank ETC. Garrosh, likely main tank Garrosh. I mean, you
never know.
And then Ana to nano boost the Kael'thas. So there we go. Alex Straza being banned. Fairly standard ban because of just how beautiful she is.
Yes, and she's a very scary person on this map. Her dragon can get a lot of value on Volskaya because it just guarantees that moment you want people off the point, you just pop dragon and you chase them away.
Pop dragon. Okay, so ETC.
Be interesting to see how they play it. Oh, to pick Lunar and Rhaegar. Ooh, Rhaegar's kind of scary into Garrosh because if you ever want to go in and bite someone, you might also get thrown over while you're at it.
Yeah, Yeah, I like the sound of that. By the way, we didn't hear from the audience, but was the in-game audio okay? Could you hear the heroes and everything okay? And could you hear us okay? And
was Erin too loud?
Was Erin too loud? Was she frequently just like screeching in the ears? You know, were you understanding her Irish commentary? Like the phrases, unbelievable. Get down now. Get down now. You know, when she was shouting this, were you hearing these things?
Look at this draft. Just look at this draft. Isn't this a beauty? Holy Shock is like, I'm just going to pick the most unplayed heroes in this game because they deserve more love.
We're running out of time. We're running out of time. Whose draft do you like? Sorry.
I mean, obviously I'm going to go for 4 guys, 1 nurse this time. Like, look at this.
So,
look at this.
If Doctor Who can execute correctly, I think they might have the superior pick.
I mean, yes, their draft is definitely superior.
So I think I've got to kind of consider that. Also, talking of considering things, I did a slight bit of Irish accent there, and you just drove straight down the Irish road there.
I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to hold. I hold back my Irish accent. I'm holding back. Right? It's not going to come out today.
Beautiful.
I'm holding back.
Beautiful.
One thing I'll say, right? I know Diva is considered a bit of a troll pick sometimes, but this is her best map because if you have the mech early charged, you can go and get the healing camp. No one will contest you on the point.
You sure can. I'm going to have to cut you off there just for a second there, Erin, as we move into game number 2 of our Best of 3 series here. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween, and I'm brought to you by Erin Yeager as my co-caster. On the left in blue is Team Doctor Who. We've got Piriton on Kael'thas. We've got Skarax playing Blaze. We've got Magnus playing Garrosh with the biggest biceps in the Nexus. We've got Brightmane playing Anna, giving us a little twirl there. And we've got Evil Croco playing Raynor. Erin.
Yes, and the red team, we have 4 guys, 1 nurse. We have a War Raider playing ETC, Nachtkind on Lunara, Andre on Kel'Thuzad, Ice playing Rhaegar, and Holy Shock on the spicy pick Diva.
Who could forget Holy Shock? Because he was the Probius player from the last game. And this time we have the interface correct and everything looks right and everyone's cool and everyone's having a great time.
Everything's pretty.
Everything's very pretty! Let's get a look at those level 1 talents and see what we've got coming out of the bag there. Not the Plague Lands for Kel'Thuzad, we've got Blighted Frost. And anything else unusual? We've got Ace in the Hole rather than the quest for Raynor.
Rushdown being taken by Diva. That's interesting level level 1 talent by her.
She's obviously wanting to escape danger frequently. Mana Addict on Kel'Thuzad. Oh my gosh, oh my ham. Kel'Thuzad's in a place that he doesn't want to be, like the back of a Volkswagen, as he goes north to try and get some safety. And is getting okay. So last game, I think it went, it was like level 10 before we got a kill. So let's see what happens there. By the way, I just noticed Hello I'm Wit is in the chat. Hi Wit, good to see you. For those of you unaware of who Wit is, he's currently the Masters Class champion, participating on Wind and Rain, and very good looking guy too.
He is very good looking, I agree. Winky face!
Oh my god, see that's like such a Heroes Lounge thing. The girls say that. It's so funny. Okay, both teams.
And we have a Diva.
Well, you're doing Diva. Is that what it is? That's what it is?
Yes, it's Diva.
Oh, okay. That's what we'll say it is. Anyway, so both teams simultaneously picking up the fortification camp, and the first team to pick up the sport camp is 4 guys, 1 nurse. But they're behind in experience just a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be a big deal because they'll catch up.
But that healing item is going to get so much value when the point comes up.
I think so. As Nature's Culling getting picked up by Lunara, which is going to give her the ability to help them with the camps so much faster. There's
Anna going W build as well. I was going to say that the W build got nerfed on Anna in the last patch. Second last patch? Question mark. Basically, her level 7, which was insanely OP, got nerfed significantly. It doesn't get as much value anymore. So you see a few off-meta builds nowadays, but Anna has stuck to the old good one. The old good one.
Stuck to it.
Yeah.
Old faithful. So, I mean, there's a lot of debate over talents, and it really can be debated. Like, I was looking for trends in the Masters Clash with, like, Malfurion players, for example, and by the end of it, I was like, really, it's whatever anyone wants by the sound of things. Treant, viable, or unviable, depending on who's playing it. Lot of damage getting burst out on Warrider there, who manages to power slide to safety. Piriton taking quite a shocking amount of damage from Lunara there. Magnus, the next to be affected. Out comes D.Va, blocking their retreat. In comes the rest of the team to try and get that damage in, but they still don't have a kill. They've dropped their fortification camp. Is D.Va going to go down? I think she's going to go down here. There's the stun. ETC trying to save her. They haven't dropped the Healy Boy. I think the Healy Boy needs to be thrown on the ground. There it is, it's thrown. Piriton! Oh my ham! And that's him down. Okay, who's going to be the next to fall? What's going on?
Oh! Huge power slide on 3 people kills. That is going to get so much value, but the root does not connect. The Rainer dies though.
And with that,
the Lunar punished that Rainer.
Punished it. What was that? Was that a click, a snap, or was that you punishing the desk?
That was a clap.
A clap. Oh, I see. I thought that was further punishment coming for that team. 100%, and the first objective, Triglav Protector, falling in favour of 4 guys, 1 nurse.
4 guys, 1 nurse are going to get it. Before the changes on this map, the way you used to play it was to go top lane straight away and get the fountain, so that you had a favourable condition for the next objective.
Correct.
And I think that's what they're doing.
So yeah, like playing it. Oh my gosh, look at that push! Yeah. So the textbook play, like you were saying there, was you would go for mid wall, then you would go for top wall, and then get the healing fountain, and that was enough. But during the clash, I didn't see that. I saw a lot of just mid push. Oh my gosh, Ice, you are dead. I've never seen anyone so dead as you. You are an ex-parrot. You are no more, and you're gone.
Poor puppy.
There we go.
Puppy. Meanwhile, D.Va was getting double soak value there, and with her level 1 talent, she got a lot of value out of it because she can rotate so quickly.
You called this right at the beginning. You said, I am offended by her pick. And I was like, oh my god.
Well, because there is a better level 1. But oh my days. Okay, we need to read D.Va's level 7.
Okay, let's have a look at D.Va's level 7. Nuclear option. Increase self-destruct detonation timer by 3 seconds, but the damage is increased by 7.
So basically, if she puts the bomb on any point, it is GG, and she does. This is just game over for the blue team if they try and contest this point. Even though it takes so long to charge, they're all being shredded. Blaze is going to go down after Kayle Pass. They could be looking for more because Anna is solo, but she gets thrown out by Garrett.
See, this is very dangerous. You're making D.Va sound completely strong and viable, but I don't think we want to lull these people into
Erin
that.
did not play her in Division 2 last season and win.
Did you? You didn't?
Yes, I did.
See, I didn't see these games, so the irony is completely lost on me. I mean, you did, or you did? I don't know.
Yes, I played her in Division 2 last season on this map, and it was a very, very strong win.
It was a strong win, you say?
Yes.
Well, that's level 10s coming in now. What are the heroic abilities we're seeing, Erin?
We are seeing pretty standard stuff. Mosh Pit, Leaping Strike, Shadow Fissure. Unfortunately, nothing spicy there. Yeah. Ancestral Healing and Pew Pew from D.Va. Big Shot.
The Big Shot. Pew 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 Pew. So with their 10 advantage, it looks like they're going to engage. We're seeing Warlord's Challenge, we're seeing Rainer's Raiders, we're seeing the Bunker Drop, and Anna, come on, give us that nano boost. There it is. And Kayle Pass, what are you going to do? Pyroblast?
Pyroblast, go
give us
Pyroblast.
a Pyroblast. Go for it. Is it coming? Is it? And it's Phoenix. There we go. Magnus taking a lot of damage, but it's not enough. It was clutch heals from Brightmane.
Brightmane. Why is Brightmane not playing Brightwing? That is very upsetting.
Brightmane isn't playing Whitemane or Brightwing, so thus far it's a 50% failure on both counts. Or would that be 200% failure? I think I'm getting mathematics wrong. Because it's 50% each hero, but you've done it wrong twice. So this is too complicated. This is too complicated.
Okay. You're very tired. We won't judge you.
Let's not judge me. I'm only strong near Halloween. Which, by the way, Wit, if you're still watching, please consider that you need to be available in October and possibly September for some qualifiers.
bunker going down there to try and save the Kel'Thas, but just not enough. However, Raynor throwing out the Diva bomb so it doesn't get too much value, and Blaze is running for his life, holding on to his knickers, but he does get away.
His knickers are safe as they now move onto the objective and control that control point.
His underpants were on fire.
They're no, because they're safe now.
But he's Blaze. He's on fire. Get it?
Right, okay. He's got humour-based underwear as they continue this fight. Skarak's trying to make space for his team.
Kel'Thas is back now, so this is going to be a 5v5 and a great opportunity for the blue team to get back in.
I mean, Phoenix can be deployed here on the point. It's a good... Oh, but look at that power slide. It's huge. One down. Is there going to be another?
That is one down, and that is surely going to be another. As a huge 4-man taunt there, but it's just not enough.
That was so. Did Phoenix come out? I see it's on cooldown, but like...
I didn't see it. There was a lot of things that went out, and we just didn't see anything.
Wit's asking me to stop talking to him. Just focus on the casting, yeah? Just stop talking to me. I'm having too much fun, and it's the second objective falling in favour of 4 guys, 1 nurse. This Triglav has a lot more opportunities now, so they can either decide to push this down bottom lane, or they can just take the mid fort, because there's nothing to stop them doing so. But and they've got a level 13 talent advantage, so everything's coming up trumps for the 4 guys, 1 nurse. Bearing in mind that this is now starting to slide very much out of control for their opponents, and if they don't regain control, they could be out of the series here. This could be an open and shut case, a clean sheet for the red team. Let's see how this goes. Okay, so
they're getting the bottom 4 down, which is pretty standard. Playing a huge stun in ETC, but just not enough follow-up. Lunara spotted the Ana, but I think she's going to get away because that sleep was just on point. But she needs to turn off her trait if she wants to run away just in time. Garrosh throwing her and saying, "Come back here."
They've still got the opportunity to push really hard if they want to. In comes the Mosh, and it is huge as 3 members are caught inside it. Puritan's going to be the next to fall. He does so, and that is almost certainly going to be bottom fort now for the red team. Well done. Very good plays there.
This ETC's power slides have been just so on point.
Go on, call them Peng. Go on.
He's not, you know, abusing power slide in the sense that he's not spamming it every time he has the opportunity. He sees a really good power slide and he takes it, but he does not spam it randomly. So I have big respect for him as a tank player. Now,
the combo was completely whiffed there by Andre. I've got to call that, unfortunately. But,
for Andre being called out.
That's it, for sure. And that's now level 13's coming in for the opponents in blue. Let's see. This is what they needed. They needed some talents to try and resist the opposition, who are seemingly walking all over them. That's easy for you to say. Anyway.
Seemingly?
It's not hard at all. What are you trying to say?
The healing is being taken by the red team. They are just dominating this map. Diva is scouting that they're taking the camp.
This is going to be an invade.
Spicy engage. Oh! She decides to go for Ana instead. She hadn't realised that Kel'Thas was there, and that Ana could be in so much trouble, but ETC parasized the Kel'Thas. There's a chain on him.
And there you go. Andre, obviously watching the stream, realised I called him out, learnt how to do the combo, and then gets it.
Of course,
Fantastic.
It's all you.
For sure. That was very well played.
Ooh. ETC's like, I'm going to paraslide in, and he just gets thrown out.
Holy shock, taking a lot of damage. The mech is going to fall. Out comes the pilot, but not before a lot of damage is thrown.
Yeah, that Blaze is in the bunker, but he needs to get out. Huge 3-man power slide. That Ana is so out of position. That Garrosh just threw out the Lunara. That bomb is in Garrosh's face. He's just not getting out. Can I just point out that's a nano boost to Garrosh?
Yeah, and it's all about his face at the moment as he makes it out with 400 HP. Huge plays.
Nano boost obviously getting a lot of value there. Oh. That Kel'Thas is playing very well, to be honest.
Yeah, no, it's I called him out just for missing it the once, but no, he's doing very good. Very good.
Look at the damage numbers.
Let's have a look. It's being mentioned to us there, so let's have a look. That's 35,000 damage. The closest on the map is 34 from Lunara, but nobody on the opposition comes anywhere close. So yeah, good plays there.
Lunara and KTC competing for the best stats at the moment. Very close.
I think the best stats in terms of viewership is that Garrosh's escape. Can we just bring point to that again? That he was what looked like about 10% health and walked past the entire enemy team and got through his gate, just like do 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 do.
Oh, very scary moment there. Looked like ETC was going to parasite, and he decides to still commit this. This is a 15 versus 16. This is a great chance for the red team to even dominate further, but the blue team need to get away. But so much damage is being put out to Holy Shock and War Raider.
Yeah, nobody told them it was scary because they're still fighting. This is the slowest retreat I've ever seen from the red team. There goes their pilot. If they can get the lockdown, and they don't need the lockdown because they just devastate their opponents.
Blaze is just not going to get out. That mosh is it's what we call a zoning mosh.
I think we call that a taunting mosh, a mockery mosh.
No. It's not BM. It's a zoning mosh, ladies and gentlemen.
I know, it was brilliant. That's what that was. Listen, you'll never get called out for BM on my channel, never ever. Because there was a lot of discussion about that at the Masters Clash as well, because I remember Loco, not Loco, oh my gosh, Tobos and Ty, both famous DPS players, were like, one got a kill on the other and a spray and some B-stepping happened, and then another one got a counter kill against his opponent, and then he B-stepped over his corpse, and there was a little...
friendly rivalry.
And I thought that was brilliant, and the viewers thought it was brilliant. The crowd were literally cheering for it, and you know, both players spoke amongst themselves afterwards and said, "Hello, that was funny. That was the best bit of my game," he said.
I think so too.
Exactly.
I think the intention needs to be obvious. If it's a person who you're competing with, a rival or a friend, it is definitely okay to do it.
100%. 100%.
Ooh, Raynor looked like he was just going to walk up to that KTC. That throw looked really scary there. But a power slide there to protect the nano boosted kill pass, just being shredded. And a huge taunt, but I don't think that's going to be enough to turn the game around.
I actually think the blue team are still okay. Oh, well, I said it, and now they're not. Okay. Objective number 3 falling in favour of the red team, and they are not waiting even a second as they decide to march down bottom lane with it. Triglove, Protector. Roll out!
Rolling out. And it is going to go to the bot keep, and this could be a possible GG moment.
This could not just be a possible GG moment, this could also be series closure here.
It's true, this would end in a 2-0 if the blue team doesn't find a great way to defend this.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard for them to do so. Holy Shock deploying the thrusters to try and stay just outside of range here. I mean, in the mosh. Oh my!
Big mosh, and that kill pass is just going to be shredded left or right. Garrus tries to get the taunt and a huge stun by Blaze. D.Va is so low and she gets thrown. She might just die, but no. Her level 16 talent dash is going to get away, and instead Raynor falls.
This really, you know, this feels like a different team we're watching here. Absolutely feels like a different team. The red team have felt so in control this game.
I agree. This is a much more controlled, calm game by the red team.
I mean, we went 10 minutes without a takedown last game, and now the red team's got 17 takedowns in 16 minutes.
Very well played. Holy Shock does have the bomb up, and she could just deploy it right at the core. This could be GG, especially if Kel'Thas dies. Garrus tries to throw the bomb away so it doesn't do too much siege damage, but it's still there in range.
That's all the Storm Talons now picked up by the red team, but they're going to need a defense, and Anna falls. In comes Raynor in the next 2 seconds, but the core is at 60% and falling. It looks like the red team are going for kills over everything else, but that Ancestral Heal on ETC is going to keep him alive.
Oh. Lunara gets away with so little HP. And they are just going to decide to focus on core. D.Va has gone down.
Hang on, the core hasn't actually... Yeah, that's it.
Hippity hop.
I think they needed to finish Nachtkind before that. That was GG. Well done. Well done. GG. G. There we go. Just like that. So let's get a look at that statistics there, and yeah, it seems definitively one-sided there. Oh yeah, pro tip, Erin, I forgot to point out, wait 20 seconds before you do the closure of the contest, because we're operating on a delay, remember, so...
Apologise about that, didn't think about that.
It's okay, it's okay. It's okay, you're new to these things. Look at that though, Nachtkind getting 8 takedowns to no deaths. Kel'Thuzad, who was competing so closely for max damage there with 62,000 damage. Also 6 takedowns to no deaths as well, so very, very close there. Someone in the chat said earlier that, you know, I think 4G1N have been getting coached this season. And if that's the case, it definitely shows. You know, like that second game, they felt a lot stronger.
I agree. They definitely demonstrated that they were able to coordinate as a team very well. Their draft might have been a little bit not standard, we'll say, but they definitely played it well. Like, there was definitely some great communication. I have to say, the teams just played well in general. Like, the idea that an ETC would get a power slide and the KTZ would use his spells on the power slide. That whole simple synergy of CC chain is very standard play at high level, but they did it well at this level as well. So I'm really impressed.
Can you ask the team if they want an interview? And because I haven't done one of them on Heroes Lounge for a very long time, this could be good. Let's see if they want to have a chat.
I'll ping the captain.
You do that. You ping whoever you got to ping. You ping them, and then let's see. And I'll jump into the interview lounge. All right, let's do that, and they can meet us there. Okay, you're here now. Okay.
Ah yes, I'm present. Still waiting for a reply. I did ping them, but we. Okay, they haven't responded yet.
No, oh gosh, right, okay. Well, whilst they do so, let's. Can I bring up standings? Will that work? Oh, it does. Yes. Yeah, boy. Oh, I didn't think it would work. There we go. Okay, so what you're seeing here is the standings for Division 7 in Season 10 of Heroes Lounge. By the way, can I just point out to the viewers at home, I cannot believe there has been 10 seasons of Heroes Lounge. I got auditioned by Heartless at the conclusion of Season 1 of Heroes Lounge, and I then joined and started casting in Season 2 onwards. And
Halloween revealing his age, lul.
Wait, yeah, but the game's only... Well, anyway, so I was casting then, and then yeah, so here we're at 10 seasons, and the guy that interviewed me, Heartless, I saw there was a big Reddit post about him leaving. Yeah, like, did you know about this?
No.
Yeah, Heartless has left Heroes Lounge.
Oh, Heartless.
Yeah.
Yes, I did hear about this. Yes.
Yeah, who do you think I was talking about?
You said Heartless. I was like, what is? Your accent's kind of funny.
Heartless. It's me. It's heart. I'm not calling anyone a harlot either. That's not sick. Right, but listen, we're talking too much here, because I think who has joined us there in the interview lounge? I think it's Holy Shock, who was playing the Probius.
The Probius.
And the Diva.
And the Diva, there we go. And we're also joined by Warraider.
The amazing ETC.
Who was their Johanna in first game, and then their amazing ETC in game number 2. Mm-hmm. So welcome along, guys.
Yeah,
hello. You're joined with me and Erin. And first of all, congratulations for winning your series.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
And commiserations go out to your opposition, Doctor Who brought in some subs, but were looking very strong in game number 1 for the first.
They looked really strong. Some of their plays that they tried to do, like we really didn't expect the stage dive. Like we thought, we're gonna pick the Malfurion, and then we're gonna combine that with a Twilight Dream to counteract the potential mosh pit. And we just thought, the Anubrak's probably also gonna be there to remove like an important target, but we did not expect the first stage dive at all.
So, I mean, that was a talking point between me and Erin as well, because we said traditionally when you see a solo lane ETC, especially one with stage dive, he's literally unkillable. But he died the most on his team.
I'll be really honest with you. I did not know that ETC had a solo lane build. I had no clue.
You clearly didn't watch enough of the Masters Clash when it was on then.
No, I really didn't.
Yeah, if you go back and see some plays from a guy called Copenhagen, you'll be very impressed.
I'll take a look.
So solo lane ETC is totally viable, like legit.
Interesting.
And sorry, I'm laughing at the Twitch chat there.
What are they saying?
Well, they're saying that they like my hat, and I was just laughing. Sorry, but we can't talk about my hat. Let's talk about your games and how good they were.
Yes.
So,
all right.
You must have felt a lot stronger, Warrider, in game number 2 playing as ETC, because I honestly felt that your power slides and your moshes were the deciding factor in a lot of the team fights. The damage obviously came from Kel'Thuzad, and and obviously Lunara put a lot of damage in as well, for sure. But I mean, the setup, the instrument that allowed the fight to go that way, was all on ETC, and it was beautiful to watch the execution of that sometimes. So you must have felt stronger in that game.
Oh, definitely more than game 1. Game 1 was.
What was game 1?
Whereas that second game was more me trying to put the pressure onto them, because every time in the first game we definitely saw that they didn't cope with the pressure well, but they were good at applying it. So we changed the game rules on them in game 2 and made sure that we got.
So I mean, looking at your build for ETC, it seems fairly standard. I don't think
there's some variation.
I actually didn't notice the ETC build for the second game. I should have.
Well, it's on stream right now, Erin. If you'd like to tune in, it's there.
Oh, but I have a 25-second delay.
That's okay. It's okay.
Let's have a cup of tea while this happens.
That's it for sure. Because we were speaking about, I think ETC was in game number 1 as the solo lane, and he took at level 4. He did not take loudspeakers, and he didn't take crowd surfers. So, what was the name of the talent, Erin? Let's see if I can rack your brain for the name of that talent at level 4.
Oh, speed metal.
Speed metal at level 4, and Erin was like getting all her knickers in a twist about that. She was loving that. That was true. I'm
just looking at War Raiders build now as well. This is a very old school ETC build, I'd call it.
Yes, that's what I was wanting to say. Old school. But, right, I mean, Erin, if you've got any particular questions you want to throw at these two lovely gentlemen here.
I mean, yeah, definitely have to talk about the second game the most with the D.Va and the Kel'Thuzad pick. I mean, first of all, Kel'Thuzad isn't drafted that often and doesn't get a whole lot of value, we'll say. In general, he's a poor win rate hero.
Right.
How did you, is Andre, is that one of his, comfort picks? Is that why you drafted it? Or is it something you're trying out?
Well, we had an idea. So, this entire build was originally revolved around having KT and Malfurion. Though we had the idea, okay, if we can't go to first KT, we'll just go to second KT and see how that goes. And I guess it worked.
I guess it worked.
You'll definitely be seeing some funny compositions from.
Yes,
speaking
about
very entertaining builds.
I was going to say, especially the Probius and the D.Va pick. I definitely, I'll question the Probius pick a little bit. I don't know. I don't feel that hero as much, but I really did appreciate the D.Va pick on Volsky. I think she's a great hero on that map, but maybe your thought process was a little bit different. What was your logic behind picking her?
Well, my logic behind picking D.Va is actually, she is my main character. I main D.Va. I have a knack in general for playing underrated, considered low tier or underdog heroes. So I main D.Va. I also play Vikings. I also play of course Probius. Used to main Varian, but my thing for D.Va is I feel like she's underrated in the meta mix route to be. People say, okay, yeah, defense matrix not really worth that much as you can be stunned out of it, but at the current play level that we are, you can usually use defense matrix for a very long time. Get value of that if you take the defense matrix build and just explode everywhere. And that really works. You can use your explosion as siege. You can use explosion if you want to clear a wave. Like in the second match, you also saw that I used the explosion to get them away from the biotic emitter, so we could take that. And she has, I think, one of the fastest what's it called? Rotation speeds if you take at level 1, if you take rush down.
Oh my gosh, yes. Right, talk to him, Erin. Talk to him. What you got to say about that?
Okay, you say you're a D.Va main. She's my only offlaner that I play. And
Mostly,
I enjoy playing her.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't take that level for one. I did diss you a little bit. Only because the increased knockback is considered a little bit better. Is that the right one on level 1?
You're most likely talking about... No, wait, that's level 7.
Or is it the increased speed? The increased speed? 300 speed?
Yeah, hit the nitrous is at level 1, where you get like 325% extra speed. I just don't think it's really worth that much, considering with rushdown you can immediately go to another lane if you really need to. Like at some points in the game, you also saw me like, okay, there's a wave down, I'll quickly go that way. And
you definitely did get value out of it. I agree.
Yeah,
you
of course.
You were poking in the middle of the game.
I love it. I didn't mean to start a talent argument over this, but that is fantastic. I am loving the drama of this. That is hilarious.
Drama?
No, listen, as I frequently tell the viewers, that especially when it moves up to the upper divisions and heads off into the way of Grandmastership and things, that anybody that can justify the use of their talent and get victories off it, then it's viable, you know. Unless it's Decimate by Garrosh. Other than that, you know, there are reasons as to why people would say this. So
yeah, a lot of people say, okay, yeah, you gotta pick this talent, pick this talent, pick this talent. And you've got people always take the meta talents without knowing why they work. Where another talent would have actually done better for you at your current skill level.
Well, hey, well, listen, I can give you some good news here. Hello,
Ooh.
I'm Wit from.
Hello.
No, I'm not Wit. I'm saying his name in the Twitch chat is Hello, I'm Wit. But that's Wit that plays for. Well, he's played several Division S kind of levels and plays as a pro player. He says he agrees with you for that level 1 talent. So,
wonderful.
There you go. So,
yeah, I'm also in the chat, and I see Captain Thunderwalking saying, yeah, Rushdown is the best level 1 in big maps, but on smaller maps, stuff like Braxis and Tomb, you would really go pro moves, because you can really get value out of the 15% extra movement speed to chase down someone. I don't want to get into like a talent argument or something, but I really like talking about my choices.
No, that's good, and that's why I bring them up. I'm just laughing that Erin actually has a side on that. Jabroni and I, when we used to interview team captains and stuff after victories, we would discuss their things, but we wouldn't often have a definitive opinion ourselves to cause a debate like that. But
did I even say anything remotely offensive? My days.
No. You didn't. But
you didn't at all.
No, like
you would really get a rile out of me if you started saying that bunny hops. Okay.
Oh,
that's when you would start offending me.
At least we agree there.
I picked it once accidentally during a tournament game and we lost.
Oh, there
it's just that, oh man, please hit me, I lose button.
That's it. That's the death trigger of talent choices, I suppose, is if you're playing Diva. I suppose that's what you're saying. Okay, so well, listen. That obviously puts you guys in a better position in the standings. You've started season 10 off on a good victory there, clean sheet. And that'll push you up the league just a little. So I believe you guys, someone said in the chat somewhere, or somebody was saying, this is your second time at Heroes Lounge.
Yes.
I take it you had a good time last season. Did you enjoy it and everything?
Yeah, we loved it. We were so close to getting the cup.
Yeah,
it was our last match. And we lost it.
Pretty damn close, yeah.
Oh wow!
Like for me, it's actually the third time I used to have my own team in Division. No, not Division, but Season 7. Yeah, I had my own team in Season 7, and since then I've been playing with War Raider and the rest of the guys at 4 Guys 1 Nurse, and we're going pretty well right now.
Have I cast you before? Have I seen
no, you haven't cast me before. I did get casted by Kaldor like 3 times.
Okay, yeah, he came around probably about. Well, maybe season 7, 8 then, I guess.
Aroundish, yeah.
Yeah, so that must have been when he started picking up all the games and going for that. So, no, that's very exciting. So I'm glad that you guys are having a good time at Heroes Lounge, and you've gotten this season off to a great start. And we'll hope to see you guys around a bit more then.
Thank
That's
you.
great. So thank you to the team and to our coach.
Yes,
He's
I was going
done
to ask about
great for this.
Yeah, shout out to Woods. He's been helping us out a lot. And he just likes to spectate. He also talks to us, talks with us about it, and that's really how we've been improving mostly. That's that's at least how I feel about it. So, shout out to him. Follow him on Twitch.
Where's his Twitch? What's his Twitch?
You can find his Twitch if I can find it. Hang on, where did it go? If you can give me a quick second.
Okay. Well, if you know the name, just even the name.
Yeah,
Okay.
follow on What's Up with a Z.
All right. Oh wait, is that your coach? What's up's your
Yes.
coach?
Yeah.
I've seen him he's been in the chat.
He's in the
all
chat,
throughout
yeah,
this,
he's been
throughout
watching.
all this. I think I've seen him around before, generally. Anyway, so that's excellent. That's good. Okay. Well, listen, we'll catch you guys again. Erin, I'm just going to jump us over to the casting channel again. But once again, good luck, guys. We'll see you around.
All right, catch you on the flip side.
Okay, so that was War Raider and Holy Shock of 4 Guys 1 Nurse off the back of their victory, winning on a clean sheet of 2-0 on our best of 3 series here tonight. And that was very good.
Yeah, really nice way to start the season for them.
Yeah. So I think that's it. We don't have any other games or anything coming up tonight. If you keep an eye on the calendar at heroeslounge.gg/calendar, there'll be more information there about what other games you might want to tune into at Heroes Lounge, or any teams you might want to follow or anything. I'm unsure as of to what my casting schedule is for this week, so I will be back in touch with you at a later point in time to go over that. But Erin, have you got anything in the interim that you're aware of that you'd like to advertise to viewers?
Oh, advertise! Oh my days. No, I don't think I have anything on the spot, anyways.
Well, I think if you've enjoyed this, if you've enjoyed seeing Erin on the channel, please do let me know. Give me some feedback on her, and I promise I won't tell her. And then we can we can see if we can get a bit more of her or whatever on the channel. Now, I dropped hints earlier, so for those of you that have stayed tuned until this point, good. I dropped hints earlier. I am working out the details of announcing potentially another All Hallows Cup tournament, and with that we will work our way down to top 8 teams, cash prize, and work down for the top 3 gaining cash prizes. And yes, Wits finally put your thing on the. Yeah, I was asking about this earlier. It's Erin Yeager Hots on Twitch. That's what we're trying to talk about. She streams quite often and she's fantastic. And if you're looking for something at 3 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, which could arguably be tonight, you'll find colourful platformers with great music. And with her not speaking or showing anything on webcam, but just playing a platformer to put you to sleep, it's brilliant. I've done it before. I've sat and put it on my mobile phone on my bed and fallen asleep to her before. It's a real thing. I've seen you do this, Erin. But listen, why are we talking about this? I was trying to talk about an announcement there, and you've sidetracked
you're getting distracted.
me. You got me distracted, Erin. See, this
it wasn't even me. It was Wits this time.
This is what happens. I'm trying to talk about stuff, and then folk get me distracted. I spend 20 minutes talking.
These women getting you distracted. That's right.
It's unbelievable. So it is. Get down now. Right. What am I saying?
Tea break. Time out.
Right. For those of you that are still here, I was dropping hints earlier about the possibility of announcing an All Hallows Cup, a new one. And this time, I'm wanting to possibly do qualifiers before it, so that I can open it up to be anyone. Because historically, the All Hallows Cups, the previous 3 of them, have been invitationals. So we have just chose the 8 teams that would participate, and then they played off against each other. But the teams that we chose at the time, there was the Open Division, there was Heroes Lounge Division 1, and we took the best out of this possible area that was just beneath the HGC. So there was the HGC teams still in action when the first two All Hallows Cups happened. The HGC still existed. So we were excluding them, and then we had the best teams that were trying to get into the HGC. So like E-Punks Black and Skog Support and all these amazing teams. We EPG Frozen. We took them together and then they played off. And it was pretty easy to see who these teams were. It's less easy to see that now, because when the HGC collapsed and there was teams still wanting to exist, such as Leftovers, Fnatic, and all that. So I just Breeze got in touch with me. He was like, I want to play in your cup. I was like, brilliant, no worries. So the third All Hallows Cup that happened had a lot of HGC teams playing in, and it was good. It was good, So the third, so this fourth one, I don't know where to go with it, and I'm open to a bit of user feedback on this one, viewer feedback, because what I saw with the Masters Clash, I quite liked, in the sense that they just said anyone that wants to enter, and we will let you have a qualifiers where you all play off against each other, round robin format or whatever, and then the best top 8 teams would get to progress. Like in Masters Clash, it came down to the top 4 teams, but like it could be 8 teams. I'm able to take 8 teams into our finals. Then the next yeah, Avada Kedavra did play in the first 2 All Hallows Cups, almost HGC level. I can't confirm. Well done, Poca. Well done, Pocahontas. The so we can do that, we can have this qualifiers, then work down to 8 teams, and in the 8 teams, I would like to put across 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and it would be a 3-day event and then a cash prize for the top 3 teams. That's what we're looking at. That's what I'm currently discussing at the moment, and I'd like to fine-tune the details for, and then put the Reddit post out and advertise and allow people to register. I think, realistically, it's going to start with about £1,000 as a cash prize. But as the players that have participated in the first 3 All Hallows Cups will tell you, you get paid instantly. So none of this waiting several months to get it. You'll be paid the night of the finale. That's kind of what I'm looking at. If we get donations or sponsors added on to that, price will go up a little. But I'd also like to maybe do 2 of these. I want to do 2 before the end of Halloween. So whether or not we do 2 qualifiers and 2 All Hallows Cups, or I really don't know, but I need to work out the details. But just bear in mind and be ready that this will be coming, and give me some feedback on the possibilities of whether or not I just make it invitational and I pick the best teams to give us the best entertainment, or do I make it qualifiers and fight our way down to the top 8? I don't know. What do you want to do? Have a think. Okay, Erin, have you got anything to say?
Yeah, I mean, if you want my live advice already, I think the open kind of playoffs kind of idea is really, really sound. If you do decide to take my opinion on board,
rather than do an invitational, just I do qualifiers.
It can also maybe create a bit of a build-up as well. So maybe, again, I'm not the pro here. I can only provide.
I would like to do that. I would like to do that. I wouldn't mind that, doing the doing qualifiers. So I'll come back to that. This is something that I can discuss off air behind the scenes, but I just wanted people to be aware that it's in the works. It's going to happen, regardless of user interpretation or not. It will go. The Reddit post will go live, and it will be out there.
People's opinions are very welcome.
Yeah, that's what I'm basically doing here. For the 30 folk or something that were tuned in earlier. I'd like to just put it out there for a bit of interpretation. Yeah, I'm interested in feedback. I spoke with some of the players and stuff across the event in Paris and got some interesting feedback from them as well. So I think qualifiers do it. I think Hazu Obs and all that. He said he would be keen. He'd get a team together and come in, and it'll be great. So, Erin, I might speak to you about coming along for one of the 3 days and casting at that as well.
Whoa.
So we'll have a chat with that. Certainly the qualifiers for sure. So, so that's interesting. Okay, well listen, thanks very much for joining everybody. Once again, this was the series that we just cast. They were the maps that were banned. Those were the teams that played. Those were the maps we played on, and that's who won on them. And that was about it. This is the standings. Bearing in mind, it is week number 1 of Season 10. It's just started, but it's just another great example of Heroes Lounge pushing boundaries and continuing to thrive. So that's what's happening there. Ringo Dingo Bareback Boys. I love that there are teams still getting into this competition with names like that. I noticed that there was a team called like Johnny Sins something boys as well, and I was like, oh my how are they allowed this? And they've actually got his Johnny Sins face on it and everything. I was like, how did these? I'm pretty sure, honestly, I don't know how these teams get into this tournament, but it continues to happen. So anyway, that's what's happened there. Yeah, so thanks everybody. This is the end screen. This is what comes up when we're doing Heroes Lounge, and it says thanks for watching. I'd also like to point out that this end screen that's up there at the moment says like the wrong Twitch, it's the wrong Twitter and everything. It's like, it's not right. Oh, and hang on, I've got to do this once more. For those of you that were watching at the beginning, just before we end, sorry, I've got to do this because this was brilliant. For those of you that joined us earlier, this guy put on Twitter earlier he wasn't happy and that he needed a bit of perking up. If you want to excite him, make him happier, yeah? This is his real, genuine statistics from all professional games this year, excluding the Masters Clash finals, because I haven't updated my database since then, right? But this is his genuine statistics from all games. That's his real win rate. He was devastated. I repeat, devastated when I showed the other players. And basically his peer group, his community, revealed that his win rate was 27%, and he was devastated. So if you want to make him happy, because the guy always needs a bit of perking up, and that guy's he's doing very well streaming all the time.
He's streaming right now.
Yeah, I'll go send you guys over to his channel. That's what to mention, yeah? So in fact, that's what I'll do, right? I'll raid you over to DNA Galaxy, right? Please tell him that you came from Halloween, right? And that you're aware his win rate is 27%, and that we all love him. We all love him, okay? So that's what to do, okay? So we've got another 7 seconds. I've been Halloween. Who have you been?
I've been Erin.
We love you all. We'll see you soon, alright? Okay, bye-bye.
Good night.
I think that raid worked.